rock a killer swanky new tee designed by us. Visit FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Starting at just $19.99. Choose your size and color, then buy it now to order. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Shipping worldwide. Order today as supplies are limited. The Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store.
It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. Hey America, you wanna laugh? How about you get down with the Fat Guy cast? We got Corey, he bougie AF. Then we got DJ, he never does anything. And then DA, he lazy. And little D, yo, he crazy. Put them together, they all fun. Here we come again with the Fat Guy Radio Show. Running Radio Show. Fat Guy Radio Show. Fat Guy Radio. Holla, it's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Podcast. Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Yeah, Fat Guy Radio Show. That's a radio show, not a podcast. Oh. Fat Guy. Boom, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Fat Guy Radio Show. A little bit of a late start, but don't worry about it. I will find some way, somehow, to blame this on Doug the DA Andrew.
You don't have to, Corey. This is 3 black men on the internet. We're going to be late.
I'm going to blame it on Trump because he got blamed for everything. I blame Trump.
Trump is out the office, bruh. Nah, I'm not bringing Trump into 2021.
Yeah.
No, he did this.
He's done. He's out of here. What he hasn't done, though, is he hasn't gotten, he didn't get the vaccines out to a lot of people. And there's a lot of speculation going on about the vaccine. Have you heard, boys, about, some people are like, the vaccine.
Yeah.
Wasn't that little D?
No, here's my thing. I was wanting to know, since I got COVID, do I have to take the shot still?
Yes.
But one person said you only got to take one, but not the other one. So you know how you guys got to take 2? Well, I only have to take 1. That's from what one person told me.
Because they're saying that people that have recovered from the Rona have
AKA
antibodies in them already, so they don't need the booster antibody. I just literally just heard that this morning on the news. But
yeah, I never heard that.
DA, you just go ahead and don't get it. Just don't get it.
Well, actually, my numbers job is offering it.
But don't get it
very soon.
Don't get it though.
Why?
Don't get it though. Because if you die, I get to take care of your wife for you.
I miss you, little D. I ain't gonna lie, I miss you.
That makes one of us. If you get it, then what you should do, DA, is put a fake arm on top of your arm. And when they inject it, they inject it into a secret bag. And then what you do is you go down to some of your hood friends and you sell it to them for like a dime.
But here's the thing. He's got to make sure it's not just any. Yeah, like a dime. He's got to make sure it's not any kind of fake arm. You got to think this out. Because when they inject it, or they actually inject it, but you got to make sure it's soft enough so it punctures. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to make sure it don't run down. I thought about this.
Stop.
Wait a minute.
Every time.
Lady K says, "Hey, fellas."
Hey, Lady K. So here's the thing. I was reading up on this because, I find it very interesting that people are tripping out about the vaccine. And I found one interesting article from this rabbi in
wait.
Israel.
Before you go, what's your take on it? Because I know how you are on certain things. So I know about the flu shot and all that stuff. So what's your actual take on this? Would you, when it's your time to do it, are you going to do it?
Yes.
No, I'm surprised because I know with the flu thing, you don't really.
I don't like the flu thing because the flu thing fights with me at times. But
what makes you think
how is this different? Yeah, how's that different?
This is different because of the science behind it. The flu vaccine is an actual dead cell of the actual vaccine, of the actual flu virus. This vaccine is not. They're not injecting you with actual cells of the virus. They are injecting you with a roadmap for your own body to produce the antibodies. So there's
a bleach.
That's the. That's
so wait, the vaccine
difference.
gets our body pregnant with the stuff to fight it,
right? And what the flu virus does is that they're injecting you with a dead piece of the flu.
Okay, that's like can't fight back, or
that is just that's making the flu vaccine put your body into flu fighting mode as if you have the flu, but it's dead. The coronavirus vaccine does not contain actual parts of the coronavirus.
Yeah, but
that's the difference.
They said it was like an rDNA vaccine,
right?
And look, I'm too dumb to know what the difference is anyway. You didn't sound dumb. I was gonna give it to you.
I know. Thank you very much. I know how that if I talk with my hands, little D will believe me.
It was believable to me, so I'm convinced.
Yeah, it is. It's believable that your Wi-Fi is slow as hell tonight, but that's okay because there's 1,200 people in your house on it. At least we can hear you, but we can't really see you very well. But here's what I found out about the vaccine. One ultra-Orthodox rabbi told his followers that getting the COVID vaccine will make them gay.
I mean, if he has the statistics behind it, I can dig it.
There are no statistics behind that.
How do you know? And is it too early to tell that?
It is way too early, DA. There is nothing that anybody can inject inside of you. A vaccine, lip gloss, fingernail polish, lifesaver, or breath mint that can make you gay. There's no such thing as making someone gay.
That's totally inaccurate. There's nothing you can stick into anybody to make them gay. Yeah, somebody gay felt something for the first time. They're like,
okay, look.
What makes a gay person gay anyway?
That's a good question.
That's not what we're here for, you jagaloon. The vaccine does not make you gay. So what I've done here in the Fat Guy Radio Show Lonely Studios on Avenue C.
You are lonely in that mud.
I am lonely as hell in here, bro. I'm telling you, it's sad.
I mean, they ain't got nobody in there even cleaning the joint.
No, they don't.
Everybody.
No, they're starting to allow the cleaners back in. Now they're kind of loosening up a little bit of the protocols because they see a glimmer of light with the numbers and stuff like that. Hey, they reported 1,100 cases today versus last week when we were reporting every day 5,000 and 6,000.
Yeah.
So is it because we're testing less? Maybe.
I think it's because people are getting the vaccine. We've administered over 1 million doses of the vaccine here in Arizona alone. So there's some light at the end of the tunnel, and sports companies are starting to talk about that. But nevertheless, I'm trying to get to the prepared bit.
Lil D is like, nah, I'm about to go in. I got my little panda.
I see his tiger. When he does those little I'm about to say something fingers, when he does that, and when he's sitting there choking the tiger right there, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a figure of speech. He's literally choking the tiger.
And he was on time with the tiger because we were talking about what makes somebody gay and the Tiger King.
Yeah, that's very true. And we do not have time for the Negro Tiger King. So let me answer all of your questions about the vaccine.
Okay.
I'm going to answer all of your questions about the vaccine, and then we can kick into the show. Listen, will the vaccine make you gay? No. Will the vaccine make your hair grow? No. Will the vaccine improve your running performance? No, unless you're being chased by someone with COVID. Will the vaccine clean your toilets? No. Will the vaccine switch your child's sex from male to female because females don't overdraw their checking accounts paying for internet porn? No. Will the vaccine give Mitch McConnell back his chin? No. Will the vaccine end racism? No, unless all the racists don't get the vaccine, contract COVID, and die. Will the vaccine help you find a woman's G-spot? No. Will the vaccine vaccine fix Shaq's feet? No. Will the vaccine stop you from getting fired after you flash your wiener to your elderly next door neighbor? No. Will the vaccine bring back Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston? No. Will the vaccine write the Afterburn commercials? No. Will the vaccine turn your TV channel when the boring Black Bachelor comes on? No. Will the vaccine cure Wendy Williams' ghetto-ness? No. Will the vaccine make Little D's peen grow back after surgery? No. Will the vaccine make a pigeon fly in your house? No. Will the vaccine make DA close down the daycare center he opened after buying a house that he can't afford? No. Will the vaccine make you lose weight? No. Unless I contract COVID and I die from it, I'll lose weight during decompensation. Will the vaccine make your deadbeat baby daddy pay child support? No, it will not. Will the vaccine shut down the ghetto tire shop that opened up in the back of the knockoff Chevron station in my neighborhood? No. Will the vaccine bring back Double Dare hosted by Mark Summers? No, it will not. Will the vaccine bring back the dollar menu at McDonald's? No. Will the vaccine calm down the people pissed off at Meek Mill for mentioning Kobe Bryant in his song with Little Baby? No. Will the vaccine finally take out Betty White? No, she will never die. Will the vaccine bring back Nicki Minaj's dad? No, too soon.
Way too soon.
Corey, did a Meek Mill.
Will the vaccine make Dolly Parton ride a Segway down a bumpy road in a city where clothes are outlawed? No. Will the vaccine make Jimmy Fallon funny? No. Will the vaccine stop vegans from telling us they are vegans? No. Will the vaccine help you understand what the hell WandaVision is all about? No. Will the vaccine restore power in Texas so I can watch my favorite Twitch streamers? No. Will the vaccine allow street hookers to start accepting Venmo payments? No. Will the vaccine turn water into wine? No. Will the vaccine make Alexa and Siri stop listening to us? No. Will the vaccine make Elon Musk remove that microchip out of that monkey's brain? No. Will the vaccine bring reparations to African Americans? No. Will the vaccine help me find another charismatic chard in Stardew Valley? No. And will the vaccine stop the investigation into the Gorilla Glue Girls GoFundMe account? No. And finally, will the vaccine let them know we don't need our car warranty extended, so stop calling us? No!
Right.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
Jesse?
Hey, Corey.
Oh, hey, hi. So let me explain to you what's happening right now. So the show is going on. We've started the show, or we might be in commercial right now, but because we've been fighting a lot with YouTube and Vimeo and our other video streaming services, what we've done is we've taken out all of the cool elements, like the intro, the bed music, the commercial breaks, and all that other stuff. So while all that is happening right now, you're seeing this, and it's not the ideal way we want to bring you the show, but it's the best workaround to keep the peace between us and YouTube and Vimeo, even though, you know, we are a broadcast entity and they don't recognize that. But I'm so tired of fighting with them about our music and the fact that we have an agreement to allow us to play certain songs and they don't honor that and la 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 la. But anyway, and they threaten to sue. Anyway, so we've taken all that out. So you're hearing this, or you're seeing this, and it may get cut off at any time, because when we start talking, that's the part YouTube and Vimeo and the other streaming services will allow us to give you. So once we start talking, I'll just go away, and then I'll be back when we go to another commercial, and you'll hear me say the same thing over and over. So it's not our fault. It's just the best way for us to keep the peace, you know, because we're peacekeepers here on Fat Guy Radio Show. And so, yeah, that's where we are. And that's why this is going on. So now I'm like you, just waiting for, you know, the show to come back
Network
on.
Studios, this is Fat Guy Radio Show featuring Corey Blaze with Daniel Taylor and Doug Andrew. Counting the hours until the buffet opens. Here's our host, Corey Blaze.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's another Fat Guy Radio Show here just for you, streaming live on everywhere we can go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pointer Sisters. Oops. That was an epic fail. All right, ladies and gentlemen, live from Arizona, USA, and broadcasting to over 79 countries with more than 1 million downloads worldwide, heard by the best fanatics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. I'm joined by my co-host, Doug the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
And my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
And I am your host, Corey Blaze. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show. We welcome your comments on our live stream. Tweet us your comments to @FatGuyRadioShow. Use hashtag FatGuyRadioShow. We may read them on the air. You're also welcome to slide in our DMs before, during, and after the show. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all social media. And today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by our swag merch store. Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Our swag merch store is the single most effective way to power this show. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how I can express it to you more that it is very important that we get the swag merch store merch moving. Because if we don't, we go away. As DA models one of our FGRS the podcast thing shirts straight out of the swag merch store. Folks, even if you have an idea for a shirt that you'd like to see in the swag merch store, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy and do your best to take your headset microphone and just kick it around the floor at your house. That's what you do.
Most unprofessional.
Yeah, I guess he thought none of us could hear that. But the swag merch store shop now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store.
My apologies.
And we thank you.
Send your complaints Little G's.
What?
Justin Timberlake, Fat Guy, what of them?
The money. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Justin Bieber, that's who. FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Justin Bieber. Well,
hey, speaking of Justin, did you see Justin Timberlake finally apologized to Janet?
I didn't understand what that was all about. I understand that he apologized to Janet, which changed the landscape of broadcast TV and broadcast radio. But if it wasn't for Janet's boobies, I don't think podcasting and internet radio would be where it is today.
Is that what started it? Talking about Janet's tits?
No, when he...
37-22.
No, it's not. And you know we don't have a producer tonight, so I have to do it myself.
Piss Corey off night tonight.
I wouldn't advise that. So what Janet Jackson's boobies nip slip did is that it made everybody panic. And that's when what we do, the hot talk format that we have on this show, was on broadcast radio at one time, and it went away because everybody got scared. And that's what a lot of people are classifying as a catalyst to a lot of the change, and why everything on radio right now is nothing but country music, horrible gospel music, or sports.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I know it implemented that 10-second delay.
Yeah, we run on that 10-second delay here because it's just built into the software that
and
we
Little
use.
D might show his dangling at any time.
That's very true, which he possibly can do, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big announcement for you tonight. This was not planned. This literally came together within the last 6 hours. You are going to experience something that we have not done in a very, very, very long time, ladies and gentlemen, just for you today. Welcome to the Fat Guy Radio Show double header. Immediately following this show will be the stream, free of charge, of Afterburn.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah, I told you that we're going to be doing a 10-hour night tonight.
Nah, I didn't clear that. I didn't text you.
Welcome to the after party, Doug.
Yeah,
you know now.
That's what we're gonna do. So this is just breaking news, folks. So
what that means?
This normal show, stick around, folks, because we're gonna take a quick potty break, and we're gonna roll right into Afterburn.
Hey, Lil D got a wife joke. Come on, Lil D. I missed it. I literally missed it.
He knew it.
I was like, ain't nobody picked on me in so long. You know, Corey ain't got no pizzazz. And
but we
D-Tay
will
just agree with me and love me. So
no, that's not true. You love D-Tay.
We will be seeing DA's wife on the Afterburn show. A whole lot of her wife. We gonna see nakedness.
Whole lot of her wife. So we don't have a producer, but Corey, when I do that to you, that means write it down.
Hey, you know
and
what?
I will be doing. No,
why don't you write this down?
I'm not
write
talking.
This down,
Blaze.
fool. Write this down.
I'm not.
Why don't you write this down as
And
I give you
Blaze.
a visual cue? You
And
know what,
Blaze.
DA? Write down the one in the middle. Write down the one in the middle.
Do I count the third or the second?
Now, what did you say, Lil D, wrong?
He said, "Damn, I forgot."
His wife. So his wife can show us her wife. I don't know.
Her
No,
wife.
her
Lady
wife.
K, what I
was-
say?
DA, if you didn't sit there and spew visceral out of your mouth immediately, I could have wrote it down. But
Can
now
somebody
none
help
of us
us?
remember because
Lady
we're
K.
old and fat.
We'll just run it back. We're at 32-23.
We don't have instant replay.
Well, we don't got that kind of money over here in these studios.
Lady K, what did it say? What the boy say? I'm not
But
going
if
back
you
to hearing
no,
it.
but if you didn't interrupt me, I was going to say I'll be doing this a lot. So pay attention to my cues.
Let me ask you something, DA. What the hell you doing over there? What are you doing over there? Drinking and
What?
puffing.
What I
Drinking
ate
and puffing. Let me tell
Jack
you what I
sipping.
got going on over here. It looks like the Starship Enterprise in this studio trying
really
to get
is.
this show off the ground.
Hey,
and
show
now
'em.
you want me to write down, you want me to use pad and paper?
Hey, tuck your gut in and
put
pick
it
it
in
up
the
off the
pad.
floor and then show them the table.
I can't because the camera is mounted.
Okay, so you're asking me, I'll do it. Damn, I got to do every damn thing. Where's my phone?
You got to do
I'll
it.
take
Trying to be in the brains of the operation.
You got to do everything, DA. You got to do one thing.
AK-47
prepped.
said, "No, I gotta read. Do you want me to read these comments? So I'll just read the comments then. If I just got to do one thing, Corey. I mean, Blaze.
You had one job.
AK-47 said what? And she also said we're gonna see a lot of her wife tonight.
Oh,
So her wife tonight is what I'm writing down because I
wanna
got to
see
do
her,
everything.
AK-40. You got a wife, AK? I didn't know that. Let me. What she look like?
Lil
show us the
D.
picture?
Lil D. Good Lord. So, what is the thing with Justin Timberlake and I understand why he apologized to Janet, but I thought the whole thing was because we're on now. Everybody's apologizing to Britney Spears.
I think. Oh, so that's what I thought too. Because I heard about the Britney Spears thing just today.
Right.
That he put on blast that he done hit it on a TV show.
Oh.
Is that what happened?
I hit it.
I don't
hit
know.
it first. I don't know. I just
You know
hear,
Ray J.
I just hear a lot about.
Of course he knows Ray J. Tell him you know. Tell him you know Ray J.
Don't worry about.
Oh, it makes sense now.
Don't be DA. You've been here for 300 years and you barely getting that joke.
He just.
You
No,
barely
I
get
didn't.
this
No,
joke.
I knew the joke. Well, actually, that does connect more dots too.
Yeah, it does.
Lady K said I was so loud, but she couldn't tell what Lil D said because Lil D is really low, and I overcome the show. Like if the show was just came, I overed it.
My bad. Can you turn me up then so the listeners can hear me? I thought I was good. I did not know.
No. She's just saying that I overpower.
No, what she's saying is that DA is loud as hell.
You're a douche, you're a douche, you're a big busy douche. Everything you said was a lie.
Haven't rolled that one out in a while. So
You
I
talking about your peen?
I thought Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake was apologizing to Britney Spears for something.
Well, I thought, yeah, that was the first
He
part
lumped her
from
in
what
too,
I
though.
remember, and
Yeah, he
then
lumped her
he,
in.
I guess now that he's older, he's trying to right his wrongs. I'm assuming that's what it was.
Or does it have
So,
anything to do with that Britney documentary that was released last week?
Whatever that was, yes. I heard. I don't know. I know bits and pieces of. I ain't even looked at it or nothing, but
Me
that
neither.
has something to do with it. But it seems like everybody was pissed off at him because Britney Spears is like our Beyonce to their culture. That's their
is
Britney
she
Spears.
really?
That's
I
their
wouldn't
Britney
think
Spears.
so.
Their
I wouldn't
culture.
think so.
Their culture. Britney Spears is their Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
so they was all upset.
back in the day, because everybody's been, I guess, picking on Britney Spears because of the whole situation with her family and all this other kind of stuff. And I don't know a lot about it, but from what I do know, it just seems like she's sad because she's had an opportunity to be rich and famous. I don't know. I don't get it. I guess there's more to it than just that. But what I do know is that she lives in a nice place. She doesn't necessarily want for anything, and whatever she wants, she can snap her fingers.
But what's a nice place though? What if it's not nice for her?
It's better than what 95% of Americans are living.
Oh, it's better than probably 99% of the world is living.
Right. So I don't understand the whole situation with Britney Spears and the sadness and why nobody picks on Britney. But when you're in the public eye, that's kind of like par for the course. I mean, I even get it here. I mean, on a very small scale, I get more picked on from DA than I do anything else.
Corey, on a small scale? You need a whale scale. And see, this is when I would write, but I'm just going to do it. Whale scale.
See, this would be a moment where you need to stop grabbing your microphone and yelling into it, because this is a radio show, you jerk.
No, it's not a radio show, Corey. We get banned for playing music.
Yeah, that's going to be going away too. Got to cut costs. All right. So nevertheless, I don't understand what's going on with Justin Timberlake. And I'm glad he apologized to Janet's nipple. And whatever
it was nice, wasn't it though?
Whatever he did to Britney. Did Justin Timberlake ever have any nudes so we can see what he did to Britney?
Not that I don't know, but she's still walking okay.
They might have back then.
I don't think so. I mean, I Google male celebrity nude leaks all the time, and I found a website that had a whole lot of them listed, but they were all fakes.
Hey, no, there's a real one. What's it called?
Y'all hear about Trey Songz?
What happened?
Dang, he released it. He had a tape, and they said he got a horse.
I gotta hit it again, Lil D. Is that what you
gotta hit it twice?
I got it. Oh, I gotta hit it. I gotta hit the Ray J twice for Trey.
Yep. Yeah, you go ahead and find the stuff. Dig it up. Trey Songz video leak.
No, I was trying to find the website that showed all the celebrities, but I guess I'll Google Trey Songz.
No, there is one that has it, but I believe that they were all fakes. What I saw, they were all fakes. Except for the ones that we know were true, like the Justin Bieber ones. Everybody has seen those.
Justin Bieber got a thing pic?
Justin Bieber got a whole album of thing pics.
Look, I'm gonna be real, dog. I don't keep up with the thing leaks.
We do realize that this isn't Afterbird. Maybe we could discuss the thing pics in the next hour of this show.
We will.
That's a good idea, actually.
You know what I'm saying? But at this point,
I got something to get into on my Afterburn show. That's you, the viewers. Listeners, you guys need to stick around for the next one.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break right here, folks. And on the other side of this, more fun and more thrills. And there's no more farmers in Arizona. And that seems to be the complaint of the day. And I can solve that very easily for everybody. We'll take a quick break on Fat Guy Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
Wearing a mask every time that you are out in public, even if you do not feel sick, is critical to slowing the spread of COVID-19. It's important to wear and care for your mask properly. Your mask should fit snugly and fully cover your nose and mouth. When you take off your mask, avoid touching your face. Store it in a plastic bag when it's not in use, and be sure to wash your hands or use hand sanitizer before and after touching your mask. Let's all do our part to slow the spread of COVID-19. Mask up, Arizona. To stop the spread of infectious diseases, we all need to do our part. When you feel sick, stay home. Avoid going to work, school, or social events. One infected person can spread germs to many other people. Stay home and rest when you are sick. Your friends will thank you, your coworkers will thank you, your classmates will thank you. Do your part, stay healthy, but if you are sick, stay at home. To stop the spread of infectious diseases, we all need to do our part. Wash your hands after coughing or sneezing, using the bathroom, and before and after preparing or eating food. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap and water. If soap and water aren't available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Washing your hands is important because it gets rid of germs and helps prevent them from spreading. Do your part. Wash your hands thoroughly and often.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
Just when you thought it was safe to turn the volume up again, Corey and the guys are back with more.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. It is also spring at Target.com with women's wear on sale from $14, fresh new kids styles from Cat and Jack starting at $4, men's spring favorites and new active wear for the family starting at just $8. Target, expect more, pay less. Welcome back to the showdy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That commercial break went long enough. I couldn't find the Trey Songz pictures.
Oh, I didn't look, but I just got super distracted. But go.
It's there somewhere.
Okay.
You're there. You're up, Blaze.
We'll find it. Yeah, action, Blaze. So, have you heard the complaint that there are no more agricultural spots in Arizona? There's no more farmers in Arizona. It was a story that was coming out of Ajo, Arizona, which is about I don't know, a spit throws way south of the metropolitan area. But they're claiming that there's no more farmers, and they're having there's this new phrase now called a food desert.
A food desert.
A food desert. Where
out in Yuma?
No, just like, well, yeah. Well, they're saying that it's like you have an area of town that the nearest grocery store is further away from, where people live, so they call it a food desert.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, this is new phrase
that sounds stupid.
It sounds extremely stupid because a food desert, the difference between our food deserts and real food deserts is that everybody has a car to go to where the food is.
Yeah, but I'm out in Buckeye, so I'm around a lot of food.
Right. And
regardless.
you're also, and Little D are also the reason why there's no more agricultural. Well, you guys aren't the reason. Where you live.
I was going to say capitalism and gentrification is the reason.
Where you live.
I'm not telling them to build these homes.
Is where all of our agricultural farming has gone. So Arizona people are saying that, people don't have, there's no more real food. Yeah. Because we built houses on everything. Yeah. I remember back in the day when I was a young warthog, I would go up to the top of South Mountain, and you would look down, and it would be green. Everywhere where Little D's house is out in the West Valley, it would be green. The house that I grew up in when I was a little young warthog off of 24th Street in Rozier, I lived north of Rozier, and the house is still there. South of Rozier, it was Mr. Green Bean's farm. And we used to walk up the street with old Smitty's plastic bags, and my dad would pay Mr. Green Jean a couple of bucks or whatever, and then we would go out into the farm and we would pick what we wanted.
That's a nice hustle, too, for the farmer.
We picked corn, we'd pick cabbage, we'd pick whatever was in season, and we'd come back with bushels of stuff. And I used to remember just being frustrated because I hated carrying all that crap. I'm fat. I want to just go back in the house and play Atari. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
And you're picking vegetables, not like ramekins with macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, we didn't come a long way, DA. We didn't come a long way.
Sugar.
But that was that's what the agricultural world used to be. We used to have a farm literally feet from our front door. What's on that lot right now is a subdivision townhomes.
Real quick, could you imagine doing that today during COVID?
Oh, hell no.
That would be shut down indefinitely, too.
I miss, that's the one thing COVID has taken from me is going to the farmer's market. We have a beautiful farmer's market up here, up in the North Valley, and I miss going to the farmer's market and getting fresh vegetables that people grow pretty much in their backyard next to their pot farms.
Have you ever tried the one over at Awatuki before?
I don't, because I don't go down there, Little D, unless somebody's on fire.
Awatuki?
Awatuki.
Is this people?
Awatuki is West New Mexico. I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
New Mexico.
No, it's not.
Awatuki is West New Mexico. Bro.
I drive to Tucson all the time, so I can't.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he said. That's what he said.
That's deep east. That's deep east Arizona. I can't do it.
I get what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm not going down there. Besides, Highway Patrol, they don't like when they see us driving nowadays. So
just drive faster.
come to think about it,
I've done that a few times on the 303. No cap. Like, oh,
That's because the 303 ain't nothing but a raceway out here.
I
bro.
know.
That is
so
nothing.
why are they trying to get me?
The 303 is where I taught AJ how to drive. I taught AJ how to drive on the 303. Ain't nothing out there but 18 lanes of freeway and a Walmart superstore. That's all that's out there on the 303. And a coyote. One coyote. The coyote that got kicked out of the rest of the pack. He out there off of the 303.
One coyote.
One coyote. but little D, don't you remember how, like, in South Phoenix there used to be a lot of agricultural areas all around, and nowadays we gotta wait till some crack den burns down for us to go in there and plow out the bricks and start planting some tomatoes.
Somebody's been watching The Wire.
It's all, well, the South Side now is gentrified. Like DA was speaking earlier, you see it now. It's the new South Side. It's like these $400,000-$500,000 homes.
Yeah, I haven't been down there, so I don't know.
Hey, the West Valley is about to be nicer than the East Valley in about 10 years. When you go further west, and northwest, out in the mountains.
My house right now, I could sell for $350,000.
Hey, the tax man, listen to Lil D. Don't be talking finances on the internet, on Facebook.
Lil D ain't gonna stop until somebody knocking at his door wearing a black suit and dark sunglasses.
Zuckerberg is listening.
Men in Black.
But that's the reason why we've ridden our town of agriculturals and farms. That's why there's no farmers anymore. Everything
do it.
People are complaining that now in the midst of COVID, it has proven that there are people that don't have the ability to get to fresh food. Here's the thing: we've given them fresh food, but we had fresh food, but we've taken it away.
Real quick though, isn't it the farmer's fault though? Because that's their land and they've sold it to developers.
Sold out.
AK-47 said the field in front of my mom's house is getting turned into houses. And one day the farmer's house was there. Next day his house just disappeared.
And Little D,
I blame that on the pigs.
Little D,
where does your bum live?
Little D, that's also the reason why you have the problem in your house that you have. Because 10 years ago, that was nothing but farm.
That was true. Farm with scorpions on it. Yeah, that's true.
And they would. There were times where we couldn't go to Mr. Green Jean's farm because he says that he had released the snakes or something like that. And the reason why he released snakes is because it kept the rat population down. So he would release snakes on his farm, and how he caught them, I know not. But there were times where we couldn't go because it was Snake Day, and I remember.
I know how that bean dude got it.
How that bean dude got the snake?
One coyote. He's like, hey man, I'm lost for my trial. I'm just trying to get survive.
He got it with one coyote.
Write that down. One coyote.
I already did, man. I'm good at my job.
But that's the reason why we're having the issue with the no farms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If we stop, what do you mean by gentrification? I don't understand what that means.
People taking over development of usually underdeveloped areas. Like if a place is underdeveloped, like West Phoenix, as far as mobile homes, they're taking everything. It's not just farmland out here. There's also a lot of cheap homes out here. There's mobile homes everywhere.
And they're buying them out?
Yeah, and they're flipping on Corey. I'm telling you, like off the 101, off the 303, down.
Oh, yeah.
Because doesn't now that new freeway,
there's $600,000 homes out here, bro.
Why?
Dude,
they got
the West Valley is booming. It's really booming. It's crazy. And like I'm saying, like the further you get in closer to town, I think it goes up a little bit more. Because like I said, where my house value is right now, so the West Valley is really booming, and more stuff is coming up. The more I drive out west whenever I do, which I don't like to.
So further
I just see
west,
it
it's
developing
going
more.
higher and higher.
Bro,
It seemed like
I get lost around here, and I turn on the street like, oh, this place is called Jackrabbit. Whoa!
Oh wow!
Out in farmland, like.
Oh yes, and you go north of that, dude. There are some really huge homes over there, dude. I almost bought a house out there that was literally 3,000 square feet. It was 3,500 square feet before I bought this house. It was almost and house was huge.
And if these houses were in Scottsdale, they go easy for over $1 million.
Now here's the interesting thing is because
This is such local talk.
This is very local, and I apologize for all of our listeners all over.
It's
this
economic
world.
talks because investing.
Here's the thing, and I understand that the West Valley is exploding because I'm going to shout him out. One of our Instagram followers, Giovanni, the Arizona realtor, he posted a picture of what I would classify as my dream home, and he's selling it right now. And boy, if I was in the market for buying a home and I had an extra $600,000 laying around, I would buy this house. And Giovanni, I hope you're not upset that I'm going to show the picture of the home on our live stream here.
Got the RV garage. I see it already. It's blurry, but
it's blurry.
I know the camera don't.
Back up just a little bit.
Back up just a little bit. I'm trying to get it to. Of course, all the times
just
I
put the
need
tip in. Just put. Okay,
there we go. There it is, right there. Now,
yeah, that's beautiful.
Hey,
those RV gates.
I'm gonna try to swipe, but look at that. It's a loft.
Woo!
Oh wow!
Hey, I'm a sucker for a damn loft, and that's fire.
Giovanni,
Glendale
house?
And see,
this is in Glendale. It's up the street from me.
That's what we've been telling you.
Look at this place. Oh my gosh, Giovanni! If I had an extra $600,000, you and I would be talking right now. Look at
I'm a sucker for lofts. That's beautiful.
It's got the exposed ceiling and everything else.
He's selling that?
He's a realtor.
Okay, so DA, me and you put our money together.
Hey,
Little D,
Corey, you two
talk business to me.
Look at the bedroom. Oh my
God.
Wow. Little D, imagine running around that with your thing just flopping all over the place there.
Just imagine you running around with some butt naked.
But Giovanni, the Bird Realtor, is his Instagram.
So give us the things on it.
He shouts out the show quite often, and now my camera is out of focus permanently. You know what? I can't win for losing. All right, there we go.
So what's the square footage and all that? That's just a straight loft, so just one room?
It's a loft. Let me see if I can pull up his website real quick and give you the schematics, because I did look it up when he posted this the other day, and it's stupid.
What I wanted to say, those RV garages are becoming more common, and inside of them, even if you don't have an RV, if you're thinking about getting an RV garage, do it, because you could put a basketball court up in there. That's a whole huge airport hangar. I'm telling you, it's
really
huge
is
in there, and you can do so much with that space. But you could probably trade off more home, in lieu of that.
I've seen a lot of them, and I can't. I'm scrolling through his website right now.
That's crazy, dude. That's nice
really
though.
Find it. But I remember it saying that it was $600,000. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Saguaro Park Lofts in Glendale, Arizona. 3 beds, 3 baths, 3 full baths, 3,653 square feet.
Jesus Christ.
Listed price $599,999.
And Corey, you say it tongue in cheek if you had $600,000 laying around, but that's not what it's going to.
If I bought this house, DA, all this would go away.
Oh, bye. I wonder. You're passing.
I wonder what he takes
for this shit. 52.
DA, when you do it, don't say times, because I'm trying to remember the time.
I wonder what he take $598 for it.
Dang.
Just
$1, little D. $1 or $1,000.
Well, $1,000 less. I wonder if he just take $598,000.
Hey, Giovanni, you better love us for talking about this house, because this house. Okay, let me tell you. Let me read the property description now that I'm all in on this.
And Corey, I already looked it up. You derailed the show with that.
I totally did.
I am a sucker for lofts, bro.
I am too, man. You know
Send me
what?
the link, DA.
That's why I've never had a 1-story place where I've ever lived. Lil D, that apartment that I lived in 16th Street in Osborne.
That was such a sweet place.
That was the last place I had a one level. Everywhere else, remember my lakeside?
Oh yeah, the lake place,
my lakeside condo that I was renting. 2 stories. My home now, 2 stories. I love having an upstairs, downstairs, and a loft would just be even better. The property descriptions before we go to break here. One of a kind, contemporary, modern loft home located in the prime Northwest Valley. Northwest Valley. This home boasts a... Doug, stop texting me! This home boasts a chef's kitchen with custom vacuum sealed electric blue metal cabinets, luxury appliances, and soaring 30-foot ceilings. Lil D, if a bug get up there, it's staying up there.
It's
staying up there. The entire upstairs loft features an enormous owner's quarters, large ensuite, private deck, a walk-in closet that stretches over 20 feet. That's another bedroom. 20 feet long by 13 feet wide, an extended 2-car garage. That means it's got a deep garage. So, Lil D, you can get your big-ass Tonka trucks in there.
Oh, yeah, all of them.
That's what I'm saying. A pull-through. DA, that's a pull-through RV garage. Meaning
I don't know nothing about pulling out, bruh.
No, pull through, not pull out.
Oh.
Means that you can go to the backyard.
With my car?
With your RV.
Oh.
I'm sure you can put your car in there too. The oversized backyard is a blank canvas, meaning it ain't got nothing going on in there. Ready for your personal touch. Little D.
Yeah?
It's showing this weekend, February 20th and 21st. Let's not go because it's COVID.
I was going to open houses during COVID, bruh. You put on the little shoe booties and you have a mask on.
Look, if I got to shoe my booty, I'm not going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here. And on the other side of this, more fun and more thrills on FatGuyRadioShow.com. You're so slow.
Wacky and zany. It's another wacky and zany show.
Back to the fun and folly. It's Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. This portion of the show is brought to you by the Home Depot. At the Home Depot are the days of doing bath. Up to 40% off select items to bring life back to your bath. Vanities, faucets, and sinks. Oh my. All at the Home Depot. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. You probably need to go to the Home Depot and get your couple of new little shutters when you buy that $600,000 house. Hey, Lady K, that's got me and you written all over it, baby cakes. That house has got me and you written all over it, Lady K. Lil D, can you center up your shot a little bit? You're driving my OCD insane.
I'm sorry.
All right, welcome back to the show. Whoa, everybody. I am glad, Little D, that the CDC has finally caught up with me.
What they say to you?
They finally figured it out. Something that I've been doing ever since I returned to GCU back in December.
Oh, double masking.
Double masking. I've been double masking since December. What, y'all barely telling everybody that you should double mask? I've been double masking since December. I wear the disposable surgical mask under my cloth mask. That's what I've been doing. That picture that I sent to Little D, I had double mask on. I've been doing that when I go out. I've been doing that everywhere. The only time I don't wear a double mask is when I'm wearing a mask by myself in my car. Shut up, DA.
You wear okay, you told me to shut up.
Yeah, I do. So, dude, they barely telling everybody that it's okay to double mask. How long is it gonna be before some old person put on too many?
and kill themselves and then
fall
sue
out.
mask and sue. How do you sue mask?
And then fall out. You know what I'm saying? Look, the thing is, folks, you don't wear double mask if you're wearing an N95 mask. So if your mask is N95 rated, don't wear a double mask.
What's so special about them N95? Ooh, Lady K said, "Ready when you are, baby."
I know you is, Lady K. I know you is. The N95 masks are the ones that take out the most amount of particles. But if you wearing an N95 mask and you wearing it wrong and it look like this, Lil D, and your N95 mask is all open on the side, it's worthless. You might as well not even be wearing it. Or if you're wearing an N95 mask like this. Under your nose.
Under the nose? Yeah.
I want to punch everybody that I see that's wearing a damn mask under their damn nose. Lil D walked in my house one time with a mask under his nose, and I damn near kicked him in his shriveled ween.
Was that before or after he got COVID?
That was before.
Before.
He probably had it at the time. I don't know.
But you know, it's funny that you say that because when I'm in my gym, I see people like that. I'm like, really? Well, they don't want to wear it, period, anyway. But it's funny because I see a lot of people in the gym that has it under their nose.
And they said
I don't do that
somewhere. It's the gym.
Oh, yeah. The gym is the most disgustingest place on the planet. Look, there are masks that are out there. When I go on my fat guy walks, and I've been going on my fat guy walks regularly. When I go on my fat guy walks, I wear my surgical mask. And then on top of it, I have a sports mask that is specially made for people that are moving. It still has the filtration process, but it's designed differently to allow the air to move around a little bit easier. Now, is it as easy as breathing without a mask? Of course not. But it's not as bad as if you were wearing like a full, big, thick cloth mask that a lot of people are wearing these days. So if people are going in there working out and they don't want to wear a mask, buy the mask that is made and designed for you to wear while you're working out. It's a sports mask.
I see people work out with full face masks, it's like a breath restrictor or something like that.
Speaking of the mask, what the hell is the glass mask stopping? You know how they got that? They just got the big glass that's covering
the shield.
Yeah, the shield.
That's not doing nothing. That's not doing anything. They said that way long ago. They said that at the early part of this pandemic that wearing just a. That's why that dude got his ass drug off that airplane because he said he was just sitting there with just the shield on. The shield ain't gonna do nothing but stop the the toddler from throwing his bottle in your eye.
Right.
It's not gonna keep the particles from coming out or going in.
I've seen two people and they've allowed it. I've seen two people in my gym with those on. I was thinking to myself, what the hell is that stopping? Like
it's not stopping anything. It's not stopping anything.
I will say, every time I get COVID tested, the person administering the test, they'll have the mask on and the face shield.
Yeah.
But it's
they'll have
because
the mask
when they stick that nozzle straight into your brain, into your spinal cord, you just want to sneeze.
No, here's the reason why they wear that, because the shield is not to protect them from you. It's to protect it's not to protect the shield is there to protect anything that comes out of you.
From them. It's supposed to protect you from them.
That gets in there, that can get in their eyes.
Yeah, because who's going to be breathing on? I'm going to be breathing on them. Yeah,
right. So it's there to protect them. So our medical professionals.
It makes sense to use it in that instance.
As a medical professional, but if I saw a lady when I went and picked up groceries last week, walking through the parking lot of Walmart with a shield, with a plastic shield on and nothing else, and I
sneezed from behind,
and I sat there with my smartwatch on, and I calculated. I was tired. I was doing some fat guy calculations, Lil D, and I was counting it down: 10, 9, 8, 7, and I got to 1 and looked back up, and there she come, going right back to her car. Walmart security said, "Hell no, that's not a mask."
So you timed to see?
I timed how long it was going to take for her to get her ass sent right back to her car, and there she went, walking right back to her broke down brown wood paneled Toyota Corolla. That's not a mask, you dumb son of a bitch.
It's
That's
not.
a face shield. Now, what that is gonna do is that's
help
gonna
you weld when you welding.
That's gonna slow down the bat I'm about to swing at your face, but it's not gonna stop you from spreading the corona in the Walmart. They sent her, that security guard sent her ass right back to her car.
And it won't stop her from getting it.
Or he probably, what they do is that they probably offered her a mask. She refused, and then therefore they turned her around. I've seen a couple of people get turned around at the door at my Walmart. And you know what? If it wasn't Rona, I would have got out of my car and high-fived that security guard. He's like, nope, sorry, here's a mask if you would like to wear it. And if they refuse, they don't let them in.
I didn't know they offered masks. I'm gonna start wearing mine then and be like, "Oh, I forgot. Can I get one?"
And if they don't have any, you can't get in. But
Wasn't that DJ's method? That's how he's getting them.
Yeah, he was. He was going and getting COVID tested in the early parts of the pandemic, and he had like a whole grip of free mask. The poor bastard, because he
still caught it.
I'm not gonna laugh.
I can't because I already got it.
I'm not laughing. Yeah, I'm not laughing. Knock on wood. DA, you came closer. You came closer than I have. But then again, DA, I'm a nomad and I'm slowly going insane just being stuck at home.
Then get out.
I do. I go on my fat man walks.
Can you fly to Arizona? I know it's the weather's a lot better where it is than where you at.
Fly me to the moon. Let me lay up on the stars.
Sing it, Black Sinatra.
I don't know that one. But Lady K, can you fly to Arizona so Corey don't be alone at his house? He's alone in the studio for one thing. Then he got to go home and be alone. Besides,
when the Rona is over, little D. When the Rona is all said and done, and it's
over,
and it's in our rearview mirror, I'm sure that Lady K will probably make a pilgrimage out here, where then I will have the opportunity to disappoint her sexually.
Hey, as long as your tongue works.
Okay, literally. This isn't Afterburn, you rat bastard. But the CDC is finally telling everybody that double masking is effective, and it's like 98% effective from catching it and giving it.
Yeah.
Then why don't they produce those and give them away?
They're already out there. If you can't find, here's another thing. If you can't find a mask these days, I understand back in the beginning of this pandemic, it was hard to get a mask, and my dumb ass was paying $60, $70 for a mask.
Yeah, you was.
And now those same masks are now like $5.99, and they come in a bag of 50.
And you know what? And you're my big brother, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you told me to go online when I saw those prices. I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm going to wait because I know this is going to go down.
Yep.
And look it.
Yep. It showed
that's
the mask. I recommended a mask to Little D that was like $25. Or when I bought it, it was $35. When I recommended it to Little D, it had dropped to $25. I went and saw that same damn mask online about a week ago, and that damn mask is like $5.99 for a set of two.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, they saw me coming. They saw the fat paranoid guy coming and said, we finna get all of his dollar dues. We
got one. As soon as they saw him,
all of it.
We got one. He's coming right now.
But the math. Here's another thing. As we get ready to go to a break,
you show us your wife because what he did.
I know what he did.
I'm also judging you if all you have on is one of those disposable surgical masks. We a year into this thing. You ain't got you ain't had a chance to get a personalized mask. Or
Somebody
a mask
was telling me that.
Or a mask with some type of emblem or something on it. Hell, my job just barely sent me a corporate branded mask in the mail.
Corey, I'm gonna stop you there because people have been criticizing me for the same crap, and I tell them this. My wife was making these masks. I have hella cloth masks. The issue is you have to wash them so frequently.
Yeah, that's true. I wash mine.
And I'm out frequently. So I feel like I use it a couple times and then I feel uncomfortable wearing it.
DA, you have to have
those disposables.
DA, then you make multiple masks, you boo.
I have multiple masks.
Okay, so when
like washing them.
Okay, so what we're identifying here is that you lazy.
Oh, you just identified that? Oh, there's air around me and I breathe and live to breathe and breathe to live.
Breathe to stop. For real.
I'm Corey, Rambikin.
With the lights on, not with the lights on. You smell that? I still can't smell nothing.
You still can't smell.
I still can't smell.
No, if you don't have a personalized mask at this point, you don't.
Hey, actually,
care.
this stuff smells much better. Than
It does. I have those.
Oh my god!
You know what? Can we?
I huff this now.
Can we talk about that when we get back after this break? We got.
I'll talk about it for the rest of the show and Afterburn.
Oh, that's boring. All right, we'll be right back after this on Fat Guy. Stop spraying that, DA. FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back. What commercial am I playing? This one. Here we go.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
This is Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Welcome back to the show, everybody, everywhere. And this portion of the show is brought to you by our Afterburn.
Okay.
Afterburn at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn.
The loyal listeners will understand that one.
Hey, only the real ones know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show.
Lady K said, yes, I'm planning a vacay later this year, actually.
Hey.
And she spelled actually with an X.
Ooh, I know what that
And
means.
at first I read it sexually, and then I kind of squinted my left eye because this is the bad eye. And I was like, oh no, that says actually.
Your left eye, little D. Your other left eye.
You got one of those.
Your other
Hey,
left
you know what's
eye.
crazy?
Oh.
I literally, when I close this eye, I see much better.
Hey, little D, your other left eye. Your other
Likewise.
left eye. Little D, use
Oh.
your other left eye because if you don't, you'll be chasing waterfalls.
I see what you did there.
Chasing
Waterfalls, listen
Just
to
stick
the
to
pebbles
the
and them
bends
herpes
and the
like you used to. I know that you gonna have to take a pap smear up your butt,
all right,
but
little
I
D.
think you
Pap
moving-
smears up
Oh.
the butt. That's all we needed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, I don't know why.
Yeah, I do.
I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That soon-to-be naked Negro is my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
And the darkie at the bottom is Doug, the DA Andrew.
Holler.
So, Little D, I wanted to bring this up with you. I'm glad that you're here.
Me too.
There's no way to kind of, maybe we should save this for the next hour. Maybe I should.
Yeah, do it. We need content. Let's
Maybe I should
fix this
save
part and edit. Let's
If you
end
save
now
it,
and go into Afterburn.
remember it.
No, I got it here, Lil D. But okay, I'll tease it, and then Lil D will talk about it on the bonus show where we have more freedom. But I'll just give you the headline, Lil D. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you the headline.
Okay.
Extreme orgasm kills man after intercourse with sex worker.
Nice.
I'm in. I want to know so much.
Well, I got the whole article up here for you, so you will have definitely all the details. Real quick, we'll be remiss if we didn't mention this. Oh, Texas. Oh, Texas. My goodness gracious alive. We have fans out in Texas, Cynthia, and her family out there. We have family out there in Texas. I mean, they are being murdered by the weather. And not only are they being murdered by their weather, but they're being murdered by the political rhetoric that has been looming in the state of Texas for a long time when it comes to their energy regulations and deregulations. And this, unfortunately, they're living in a natural disaster where those deregulations are now proven to maybe have not been such a great deregulation.
There's some theories on that. I want to get into those theories on Afterburn.
Yeah, there are some theories, and I mean, there's one thing that's not a theory is that their state representative, though he may not have anything to do directly with the energy crisis, is vacationing in Cancun. He may not have anything to do with it, but it just doesn't look very good. Ted Cruz, ya hump,
not a good look.
ya hump. I mean, like we needed more proof that this dude is a douche. But nevertheless, shout out to our Texas fans and family that are out there. And even Arizona, little D, is affected by the weather in Texas because
we are. My job is.
Yeah, Arizona's natural gas, not little D's natural gas, which we happen to have audio of. Not that natural gas, little D.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You sure?
Yeah.
So I can give you one right now.
No, please don't. All you got to do, well, you've been kicking your damn headset around for the last 50 minutes of the show, so why not? So the natural gas that we have here in Arizona, not this one, little D, comes from Texas. And so now they're asking us to, not use natural gas to light your crack pipes, light your spliffs or your blunts. You know what I mean? Use matches.
Natural gas on a crack pipe, though.
Hey, natural gas gives you a nice, clean, burning flame on your crack pipe, so you get the greater hit. Now, when you got that flame that keeps
sounds like Hank Hill selling propane.
When you got
to
that
a Negro,
when you got that flame that keep going out on that broken Bic lighter, tell me you don't know about this. When that flame keep going out, you can't get the hit. The crystals can't melt in the glass, little D. You know what I'm saying? So you use natural flame. You use natural gas to keep that Bunsen burner burning. You know what I'm saying? And you put that crack pipe on there. And you know what I mean? That's why. So don't use natural gas right now for your crack pipes. You're going to help the people in Texas.
You know what's crazy? We can't. There's embargo right now, so we can't pick up freight. I've been turning down a lot of people because I'm in the freight industry. Where I'll go to a customer, and depending on where he's shipping to, we can't pick it up. So right now, actually, here, let me pull it up to you. The states, and it's been switching every day. We've been having they'll tell us where we can and cannot pick up from on a daily.
On a daily, it switches on a daily.
It switches on a daily. So, for instance, today, we can't pick up from Alabama. We can't pick up for freight going to Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Tennessee, West Virginia. Now, last week, Ohio. Okay, so how
the hell they expect to get their moonshine?
Everything's going to be shut down to the meantime, I'm assuming. But last week it was more.
This has disaster written all over it.
Yeah,
it already does because
this don't sound good.
They're having a problem getting. They're having a problem getting the Rona vaccinations out here to the West Coast.
But that just sounds like it's due to the weather that's going on. No,
but you know what? We have this all the time. They're just making a big deal about it. This happens all the time. We get these polar vortexes all the time because we pissed off Mother Earth. And I don't think that we pissed off Mother Earth. I think what we've done is that we've confused her. When we all really shut down last year, and there were swans in the lakes of Paris, and the fish had returned to the canals, that was beautiful and everything. Well, we confused Mother Nature. Look at the monsoon season we did not have here in the state of Arizona. When every monsoon season prior to the pandemic came through and knocked Lil D on his butt. But we didn't have nothing. Look at what's happening now. We didn't have the warmest winter ever. We didn't offset Mother Nature so much because we took all of what we were doing to her away for a month. And then we all exploded back into society, and Mother Nature is now like, what? Huh? What the hell? Who? What am I supposed to do? Here's some snow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and she's giving you snow in February.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. We've upset it. People are saying that the groundhog that came out to predict that there was going to be 6 more weeks of winter actually must have came out, saw his groundhog wife with another dude and was just pissed off and said, y'all going to get 90 more days of winter. People are just saying that, but we get these polar vortexes all the time. What's important? What's most important about the East Coast being slammed and Texas being slammed is that my Lady K and her family are safe. That's what's important.
Yeah, that is what's important. Is she doing? Well, obviously she's doing good. Lady K, are you guys getting a storm as bad as some other people are? Because I know we couldn't ship there for a minute, but now this week it's not on our list. So I don't even know how they're taking routes to get there because there's still like the southern part that's closed. So I'm not sure.
What they should do is they should get some of the natural gas from Texas and light up a whole lot of crack pipes and just spray them out on the streets, and that'll melt all the ice. But then, you know what? Then that's going to cause flooding. You know what? We can't win. Mother Nature, she just pissed off at y'all. I don't know what y'all did to her, but you're pissed off.
I ain't do nothing. I was over here cold chilling, minding my business, doing what I do.
You pissed her off real good. But just be safe out there, Texas. And it's so sad because it's affecting the Twitch streamers that I follow. Some of my favorite Twitch streamers. I don't know why, but DA, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a lot of Twitch streamers that are down in San Antonio, Texas.
I do, and Austin.
And they are the two places that are like under. I can't get XQC. I can't see Greek God X. I can't see him. They've been shoddy. XQC was actually streaming when the power got shut off.
Oh wow! And that's a whole nother topic that I'm kind of confused about. The whole deregulation and regulation of power. So basically, they're shutting it down so there's not an overload, right?
Yeah, well,
so that's a good thing, right?
It depends. No, because people are dying. It depends on who you ask. People they're gonna have so many frozen people.
So the alternative would be let everybody hoard the power in a possible overload.
No, here it is. See, I got insight from what they're not telling on the news.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, break it down.
We got the
Lil D with some actual content.
Crap, Lil D with some actual some
pick
news.
Your knowledge.
Pick your nose.
I'll break it down this way, and then Corey can break it down to the listeners another way. So what they're not telling you on the news, let's put it in perspective for us. Say here in Arizona, we had this happen. Mm-hmm. They shut down the power everywhere except for Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. They're all good. Oh, their power's still good.
Oh, what?
But South Phoenix,
I paid $125,000 for this home. It better have some power.
19th Avenue and Camelback, all those areas, they're all completely shut down. 16th Street and Broadway, shut down. Scottsdale, meanwhile, they're running fine. Paradise Valley, they're running fine. They're electric. They're all on the up and up. That's the insight that I got from somebody that I know from that's actually in Texas and knows what's going on. There's a city called I can't remember what she said it was, like Woodland Hills or something like that. I believe it is. Everything's fine. They got their power, and that's where like the senators and all those people they live. That's their area where they live in. They're fine, but like everybody else is the ones that are actually screwed over with power.
Now, what's interesting is that I don't think it's a economic situation, or maybe it is. Because maybe this is something that's been brewing for years then, because what you're explaining is what a lot of people that I'm hearing is saying is that parts of Texas are under federal regulations when it comes to their power creation, meaning that they use federal weathering science to make sure that their power and their grids are able to sustain through weather. It's what Arizona does, because Arizona gets extreme heat, and our electricity grids are weatherized to handle the extreme heats. But in parts of Texas, there are areas of town that don't have that regulation on top of it. Therefore, the companies that produce their electricity in those areas are not bound by the federal regulations, which means they don't follow the federal guidelines in order to de-weatherize their power plants, which is causing their power plants to go offline. Now, Lil D, what you're explaining is something that I also heard, is that they're routing power to those affluential areas, and the lower income areas of these cities are suffering. But on the flip side of that, some of the Twitch streamers that I follow, like XQC, lives in part of an affluential area of San Antonio, and he's lost power several times and hours on end. So it's kind of a little conflicting, but the basics of it is the fact that some of the energy providers there are regulated by the federal government and others are not, and that was a decision made by those people, the political parties in that area, to deregulate their energy supply. And unfortunately, this is, I know it sounds like we're saying that federal regulations are good, and not all federal regulations are good, but this one might lean to the fact that maybe they should be federally regularized, so that they don't have to, so that they follow a certain protocol.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
So it doesn't affect people like this, because people are now, I mean, on top of COVID, on top of being stuck at home, now you stuck at home and you literally stuck to your toilets because your toilets are frozen.
And yeah, literally, I've seen that. And honestly, I heard that the cold front was coming last week, so people could have went to Cancun a little earlier.
Yeah, they could have went with Ted Cruz, or what they could have did, Little D, is see, natural gas gets a nice clean flame for your crack pipe.
They could have did that.
You know
what's funny though? No, you know how you can't believe everything on the internet. So I did see a picture.
Where did you read that? On the internet?
On the internet. I saw a picture of a ceiling fan inside the house, obviously, with big icicles, and it was frozen, and big icicles coming down.
Don't believe that stuff.
But no, it's real. It was really real.
Did you see it with your own eyes?
The inside person I know who lives in Texas just told me.
How you get water crystals on your ceiling fan unless you live in a 2-story house and the tub exploded upstairs?
Dude,
that's the only way.
I'm telling you, they're not telling you everything. People's roofs had caved in. Some people's roofs are caved in
from snow.
Some people died because they went outside to sleep in their car to get heat. And do you guys know that? They died of carbon monoxide because they slept in their cars.
With the garage door closed?
Who are they?
I don't know.
That sounds like a suicide.
No, I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but some people went in their car, turned it on to stay warm,
but if
and they
you're
died
outside,
of the carbon monoxide.
Did they have a hose going from the tailpipe
I don't know
into the window?
I thought it was sketchy too, but somehow maybe I don't know how they did. But there's people that's died out there because they slept in their cars.
Well, I don't mean to clown. Lord, please don't.
I know you don't.
By carbon monoxide, but that just sounds a little weird, man.
Lil D, I know what you're saying, but I saw some of those pictures too, and being a Photoshop artist myself, it's kind of hard to believe in pictures that you see circulating on the internets these days, but it is bad. Nevertheless, it is bad because we can see that this is a collapse of the infrastructure, and like we needed anything else to collapse at this moment.
Real quick, and I'd like to give a shout out to people's families who was in that 100-car pileup.
Oh, yes.
See those semis?
And 53 cars.
Where was it?
Did you see the semis?
The semis, dude. Okay, look, I hate to end the show on a bad note, but dude, you see a car, and I said this on another podcast that I'm a part of. If you've never heard or witnessed an accident happen, the sound of that frame cracking in the engine compartment of a car is a sound like no other. And that car pileup, there was someone that had video on the opposite side in the opposite direction of traffic that was filming it, and all you heard was crack, 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 and then just out of nowhere, a semi truck.
Yes.
And then you don't hear tires screeching, you don't hear brakes, you don't hear nothing, and then
ice.
It literally a pile.
Ice.
It literally is a pile up, and it's the most disturbing video I have seen on the internet, next to Trey Songz' nude video.
The one, send me that. The one that I thought, well, my prayers go out to all of them. But the one that was the worst to me when I saw was the white truck that was behind the other semi, and the last semi that came hit him. The truck went airborne, dude, and flipped the opposite way and came down way up on top.
It was disgusting, dude. It was so disturbing. Don't Google that, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't Google that. But if you do want to Google something, you want to Google how natural gas gives you a clean flame for your crack pipes. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do.
And we don't advocate crack.
No, we don't advocate crack.
Crack is whack.
Crack is cheap.
Just the pipes.
Just the pipes.
Crack pipes.
Yeah. Crack pipes are amazing.
The pipes.
But for right now, folks, don't use the natural gas. Don't use it in Arizona. You know what I mean? Unless you're getting your natural gas from Little D's ass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that we have for you today. My apologies to Justin Bieber. We just ran out of time. Let me quickly remind you about the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Now with more, open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. When you buy a t-shirt through our swag merch store, your purchase supports our independently owned business. FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to FatGuyRadioShow@gmail.com, or send a gift. We do love surprises to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Look us up, follow, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody you know about the show, and when they ask you what's it all about through your mask, your double mask, tell them they'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. For Doug the DA Andrew,
holla,
my little brother DJ Little D,
yeah, buddy,
and our executive producer Daniel Taylor in absentia, I've been Corey Blaze with our show mantra, skinny people. Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. We're all stronger together. See you at the top. Good night. Or stick around for a double header. Live streamers.
Double header.